will it end tonight? Game 6, Rogers Center, north of the border. Bo Bichette and the Blue Jays up 3-2 after shocking the sports world by going into LA and taking 2 of 3.
John, I'm just wondering if you can remember what you were doing last year on Halloween.
Sitting at my neighbor's driveway, drinking a beer and giving out candy. So this is way, way better.
Or will the resilient Los Angeles Dodgers break the hearts of the likes of Vladdy Guerrero Jr.?
I think elimination games, which we've had a lot of experience with, is all mindset. I really do. It's fight or flight. It's whatever adage or saying you want to kind of come, leave it all out there. But also you got to be able to play loose and play the game.
You're down a game going into a game 6. You've been on this stage before. What's probably the biggest thing that those guys can do going?
Be themselves. I watched the workout yesterday. Doc was out there with the boys.
Like a good neighbor, stay. Jake from State Farm, everybody.
I was supposed to start even and goes first to third.
This is what we needed.
Certainly, tension, trying too hard doesn't translate into success at the bat. We just need to go out there and compete.
Well, the Dodgers are in their 23rd World Series. This is the 8th time that they enter Game 6 down 3-2. They're trying to win Game 6 from that position for the first time to force a 7th decisive game tomorrow night. And John, it was overshadowed by how good Yamamoto was in Game 2, but Kevin Gausman, he retired 17 straight at one point in that game, pitched into the 7th inning for the first time in his postseason career.
He was fantastic, and he came out of the chute throwing a lot of fastballs. I would expect that might be changed just a little bit.
4 consecutive splitters to start this game, and when you talk about do you go with what you got, do you change things up, he really only throws 2 pitches. 2-2, and he strikes out Ohtani to start Game 6. One away, Will Smith. There's he sticking with the splitter. Back-to-back Ks. 2 out in the first.
Well, the best part about that pitch is he made the adjustment to the other side of the plate. The pitch in, the slider that goes, the splitter that goes down and in, he fouls it, right? Gets out in front. Now you need to show him something on the other side, and he did. And look how far he missed it.
After the 15 strikeouts in Game 5, 2 of them to start Game 6.
He got him! Kevin Gausman skips off the hill. He just punched out the side in the top of the first.
The Dodgers, the defending champion, on the brink of elimination. But think about this. If I told you you could pick any pitcher in all of baseball to start a game like this with your season on the line, who are you picking?
I'm going with the hottest pitcher in Yamamoto, and he has been unbelievable in the postseason.
Drilled in the knee in the championship series, came back from that, walks off of the field in Game 3. You're thinking there's no chance to see this guy again this year. Springer's back in there for Game 6. Reaches out, rolls it to short, and Mookie Betts. 1 away.
1 out, nobody on. No score in the first. Left-handed hitting Nathan Lucas.
Lucas punches one to third that gets under Muncy's glove. And the gap between these teams defensively gets through customs from LA to Toronto.
1 on, 1 out, Vlad Guerrero Jr. Now you have traffic for the Blue Jays MVP.
Ground ball to third, Muncy with another chance. This time he starts a double play.
3 double play to get Yamamoto out of the first inning.
Prestone antifreeze coolant. The future started here.
Dodger offense, a topic of national conversation the last couple days. If you look at the production of the lineup, Ohtani has obviously been great. I mean, he got on 9 times in one game. And Teoscar Hernandez has produced in the World Series, but they're looking for more outside of those two.
Teoscar Hernandez had a couple of infield hits in Game 5. 2 of the 3 total for the Dodgers, whose average in this World Series has dipped below the Mendoza line, below 200. No team has won a World Series with a sub-200 average since the 1962 Yankees. And another splitter for a 4th strikeout.
In this game, nobody on the Dodgers has the ability or willingness to move up in the box. And by moving up in the box, you're going to catch that splitter at a higher spot in the strike zone. But everyone is always used to just digging in their spot. No change in swings. And when a guy is on, you're going to see the evidence of it.
Swing and a miss! 5 Ks. Gausman's splitter unhittable through 2. No score, middle of the second in downtown Toronto.
Kevin Gausman is dictating the terms so far in game number 6, Mo. He has retired 6 in a row. He has struck out 5 of those first 6 Dodgers.
Strike throw to the outside corner. Adam Hamari gives him an inch there.
Yeah, and now you look at the splitters in this series. The Dodgers are 1 for 27. Something's got to change. You can't keep swinging the same pitch over and over.
Tommy Edman down the line, and the first base runner for the Dodgers will be Tommy Edman. Extra bases here in the third, a winning double. They look like they might not make any contact tonight, and then whack.
Well, Edman said the heck with it. I want to see first pitch fastball swing. And it almost caught Guerrero by surprise. That ball was hit so firm. Looked like he did not get to the peak of his jump.
And so the guy that Dave Roberts plugs into the lineup finds himself up there with a man in scoring position.
Pulled strike 3, 95 at the knees, 2 down.
And now John Schneider has a decision to make. I'm assuming it's an easy one with that open bag. It's at first base. But we'll see what he does. Hasn't stuck out the 4 fingers yet.
And now he will. There's some boos, but a lot of fans here are clapping, and I just don't know how you could justify pitching to that guy. It has nothing to do with Will Smith, who is a really good hitter. Shohei Ohtani is essentially an alien who has been dropped here to dominate baseball.
So first and second, and it's up to Will Smith.
I'm going to keep betting on Mookie hitting behind Shohei, and if they keep giving him opportunities, I know he's going to come through. And then with Will and Mookie, I just felt that that's just guys a different look. I think Will, to be quite frank, is swinging.
Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, ultra smooth taste.
That better.
Dodgers do not have a hit with a runner in scoring position since the 5th inning of Game 3. Is it Smith? Hooked down the left field line towards the corner. It is a fair ball. Will Smith delivers a 2-out double. Tommy Edman's in to score, and the Dodgers are on the board first in Game 6.
In an opening statement made from the Dodgers in Game 6.
They stayed back on a breaking ball. So if you look at this lineup, a lot of changes, including Will Smith moving to number 2 spot, hitting behind Ohtani.
That was fair, Mo, by maybe a couple of feet. Bounced just in front of the wall, right of the foul line. Enough to give the Dodgers the first run of the game.
Takes ball 4 to load the bases. And how about this? Mookie Betts comes up with the bases loaded. First walk of this game issued by Kevin Gausman. And Mookie Betts, we talk about it coming into the World Series. A lot of things are going to funnel to him with him hitting second. The way that they've handled Shohei Ohtani, well, in the cleanup spot, things are designed to funnel to you. They're 0 for their last 13 with the bases loaded, and Betts in the postseason has left 24 men on base.
I've just been terrible. I wish it was from lack of effort. I really do, but it's not, so I don't have any answers.
Dave Roberts said to him yesterday, hey, drop it all. Drop the baggage. Go be good for 1 game. Bases loaded, 2 gone, 3rd inning. Base hit left field. Ohtani's in to score. Here comes Will Smith. Throw to the plate's not in time. Betts breaks through, and so do the Dodgers. Oh, an exhale and the monkey off his back. The Dodgers lead Gausman and the Blue Jays 3-0.
Well, you can credit also with the confidence that Dave Roberts had in watching Mookie Betts batting practice yesterday, talking to him. Where is he from a mental standpoint? Is he ready to accept that big battle being in the number 4 spot of the lineup? Well, the answer, yes to this point. And for the Dodgers here in the 3rd inning, this is a wonderful start. But, fellas, don't let your foot off the accelerator.
I mean, that's 2 big runs for the Los Angeles Dodgers, like we talked about earlier with Yamamoto on the mound. It's going to be tough to come back and score 3 runs against him. He looks like he's pretty locked in this ballgame.
And he got him. Gausman, but the Dodgers strike for 3 in the 3rd.
With Robinhood, you can sell crypto at one of the lowest costs on average in the U.S.
Wait, Powell stepping down? Nah, he's staying put.
Here, John, is where, there's just no breaks in this lineup. You're down to 7, 8, and 9, and you're facing a guy who's hitting above 400 over his last 10 games. Down the left field line, he's got a fair ball. Ricochets off that angled sideline into no man's land. Hernandez tries to pick it, but the bare hand doesn't. It's a leadoff double for Addison Barger.
Actually, that was a great pitch and just a better job hitting. After a slow curveball, he beats him with the fastball, but just inside the line. Fastball up, he goes with it, keeps his head down, takes a while to recognize where that ball is. And then this is an important run for the Blue Jays against a pitcher who doesn't give up many. They've got to claw their way back into the game.
And he puts him away on 3 pitches. Got him with a splitter as he swung and missed for Yamamoto's second K of the game.
This is what makes this guy so tough, man. That was a 92-mile-an-hour splitter that just on the outside part of the plate.
He's thrown that splitter more than ever in the 2 complete games here in the postseason. Milwaukee went 0 for 12 against it. The Jays went 0 for 6. Throws another splitter at second. Rojas to get Jimenez. Up to third goes Barger. Up to the plate comes Springer.
George Springer did have a double against Yoshinobu Yamamoto in Game 2. He's up now, 2 outs and a runner on third. Game 6 of the World Series. Dodgers just got 3, scratching across even 1. Would feel like a big win for the Blue Jays to punch back.
Barger at third, 2 out, 2 up. Checked, ball 3.
And he can't afford to check swing. You see him right there, and watch this. He just right away grimaces.
Yamamoto falling behind him 3-0. Who knows if he can swing his best. He shoots one to right center field. My goodness. George Springer gets the Jays on the board through biting pain.
Barger will come in to score, and how about George Springer?
All they needed is one swing, and that was a good one right there. And then you made a great point about momentum. They scored 3 in the top of the inning. Blue Jays answer with 1 of their own.
That's a huge run for the Blue Jays, and a validation for Springer.
Both teams breaking through here in the third. All right, guys, Alejandro Kirk leading off this 5th for the Blue Jays.
When you're thinking about, okay, winning this game, they got to knock Yamamoto out of the game. And the only way to do that is get the pitch count up and obviously create some stress and force a decision by Dave Roberts.
Kirk. Again, he's one of the best at extending it.
The usual? I'm in the mood for something special. Oh, I got you. A Bailey's Oatmeal.
No matter who he's facing.
Got him. Tied him up with that splitter for strike 3, but it took him 9 pitches. 1 gone in the 5th. Another fastball to strike him out. And yeah, the fastball looks like it's surprising Barger. The reason is he's only throwing it 20% of the time.
He just pitched backwards right there, and it was perfect timing. 3-1, fastball on the corner, down.
6 pitches, and he can hit a flea with any one of them. Like a video game set on easy, the way he controls. Fastball grounded up the middle. Mookie Betts makes an error. Second of the game in the Dodgers.
I don't think he would have thrown him out. As great as Mookie is,
and it is a hit.
Yeah, I don't think he could have thrown him out. Mookie's made every play so far. This one just catches his thumb.
Well, not an error, but a play Betts tell you he would like to be able to make. And now fly to center field. Tommy Edmonds going back, and no worse for the wear. Teoscar Hernandez has had no chance against Kevin Gausman. Fires 2-2. Hernandez digs out a splitter, rolls it to short. Jimenez to first, and a 1-2-3-6.
10 in a row set down by Kevin Gausman.
George Springer bounces the first pitch of the 6th inning to Mookie Betts, and 1 pitch, 1 out for Yamamoto. In his quest to get the Dodgers to Game 7. He would love to take down this entire game. And in this World Series, 14 1/3, 13 strikeouts, has not walked anybody.
That's unbelievable.
Lucas trying to coax the first walk out of him. Instead of fly to center field, routine for Tommy Edman, getting his first start of the postseason out there. 2 out, and up comes Vlad Jr. 0 for 2 in this game, but it's been one of the great postseasons. Hook to left field on the run, Hernandez. Kike Hernandez won't get there. Extra bases for Vlad Jr. 2-out double. What a month. What a play.
Even though he's going to one-hand this, he stays back on the curveball, and he can hit this. Look at that. One hand, but he stays back so that the barrel of the bat still has enough oomph to smoke this down the left field line, hook it away from Hernandez.
Vlad said at the start of the postseason he wanted to win a World Series and then give the ring to his dad. Well, talking to people around the Blue Jays, that wasn't just something that he said and was a good quote. That is a genuine, deep motivation of his.
3-1 Dodgers. Last run was scored by the Blue Jays in the bottom of the third.
Here comes Yamamoto. Ball 4. Tying run aboard and the go-ahead run coming up. The first walk in 15 innings in this World Series.
Table set for Dalton Varsho, who is 0 for 2, grounded into a double play his last time up.
The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto executes his trademark pitch, gets his 6th strikeout, 6th inning.
Wroblewski takes over in a 3-1 game.
Prestone antifreeze coolant. The future started here. The future is now. The future is yellow. Runs on Prestone.
I got this old thing and the bill from the store where I got it. Figured you could beat it.
Does the bullpen have 9 outs in it tonight? There's a Baltimore chop along first. Pick up, Rojas got him. Oh, Miguel Rojas, do or die play for out number 2 of the 7th.
That's the only way he could have got him. You watch it and look it in, and you don't care what grip you've got. That's the only chance he had on that high chopper.
Here's a shot to left center field. Hernandez will not get there. Extra bases for Ernie Clement. Second hit of the ball game. 2-out double. Again, the tying run coming up.
Ernie Clement now up to 27 hits this postseason.
Well, the Dodgers have been commenting most of the night that both Hernandez and Edman are playing very shallow in the outfield.
Andres Gimenez, the left-handed batter, is coming up. John Schneider's been very aggressive pinch hitting and subbing guys in this World Series. He's got 4 right-handed bats on his bench, but looks like he's going to let Gimenez hit. Life comes at you fast if you're Justin Wroblewski. Out of the picture until the World Series. Now the highest of leverage. Desperate times call for guys out of the nowhere, out of the middle of nowhere.
Dodgers playing with their backs all the way against the wall. It's win or go home. He struck him out. Put him down with the heat. 98 dotted on the outside corner, and Gimenez takes a whiff. So far tonight, Ohtani is 0 for 2 with an intentional walk and a run scored in the Dodgers' 3-run 3rd inning.
Ohtani pops it up center field, carries well on the run is Varsho. That was a heck of a lot more than a pop-up. Mere mortals would have just popped it up, but Ohtani off balance off the end of the bat, golfs it to the wall for a double.
This is how strong he is, and this is what happens if he can stay on the ball. You see, even though his body was going towards first, his hands were back, and that's the same thing we talked about earlier when Guerrero did it from the right side. The ball jumps off his bat. There's no doubt about it. He has extreme exit velocity.
The Blue Jays are actually going to intentionally walk Will Smith to get the left-on-left matchup with Freddie Freeman.
A couple things you get with this intentional walk. You set up a double play, and that counts as a batter toward the 3-batter minimum. So now after Freeman, the Blue Jays can go to a righty if they want to for a guy like Teoscar Hernandez or Mookie Betts.
First base runner for the Dodgers since the 3rd. These are the only base runners outside the 3rd. It's a towering fly ball to right field, but not particularly deep. Barger comes on, makes the catch. Ohtani won't even bother with his cannon.
Massive outing right now for Sir Anthony Dominguez. 2 on and 2 out. It's runners on first and second for the Dodgers. Ohtani on second, Smith on first. And Mookie Betts is up, a 3-1 Dodger lead.
There they go. Here it comes. Mookie Betts takes ball 4 to load him up. Just missed upstairs.
You have to get down to business here if you're Sir Anthony Dominguez. The bases are loaded, and a tough hitter is at the plate.
Strikes it out and gets out of the bases loaded.
Perfect.
23-year-old rookie closer Roki Sasaki for the top of the order in the 8th. Chopping a ball down the line and sneaking it into right field. Pages hustles to the ball to hold him to a single. He says, I don't know, but it'll do. And the tying run comes up.
I mean, this is an emergency hack and a great one if the Blue Jays score in this inning. Just by Freddie Freeman. There's no way you can play him close to the line there in that situation. Now, his fastball can be 100, 101, but it can also be a little erratic. That split finger is the pitch he goes to a lot.
Question is, if he doesn't have it, where does Dave Roberts go? The payoff to Lucas. In the air to center field for Tommy Edman. One gone in the 8th.
Yeah, Lucas obviously wanted to get a hit, but worst case scenario, just don't hit it on the ground. Guarantee that Guerrero was a chance for one big swing.
It is at the bottom of the zone. He got squeezed. Adam Hammery with a whiff gives Guerrero Jr. an extra life.
That's a strike.
Here's a payoff pitch. Guerrero takes both full and roars his way down to first. The tying run reaches. The go-ahead run comes up in the form of Bo Bichette. High pop fly. Betts ranges over there. Does he have room? He does to get Bichette for out number 2 of the 8th. It's up to Dalton Varsho. Found themselves a closer here for the postseason. He's so young. He's so new to this role. That trust is fickle. Grounded to second, the Rojas gloves. Over to first. That's the inning.
3 outs in the 8th inning. Roki Sasaki. He bent, but he did not break.
Dave Roberts holding his breath, hoping that his bullpen can get through this. Yamamoto hoping that his fellow countrymen can get through the bottom of the order here. Kirk Barger and Clement coming up, and what a series this has been. What a tight and tense Game 6 it's been.
2-strike pitch, and he hit him. Plunked him with a splitter, and Alejandro Kirk goes down to first. You imagine Dave Roberts will check and see if it hit the bat. It was an odd noise, but I think it was the sound of plastic or bone.
Splitter that gets away and catches him right on that side of his hand.
And now Kirk's going to leave the game in favor of Miles Straw.
Right. And Kirk is not the tying run, obviously, but you still want a faster runner in there to maybe break up a double play or beat a force play at second, whatever the case may be. And now the batter will be Addison Barger with Straw at first. Barger's the tying run.
46th game of these playoffs. There has not been.
Let's skip this one. It can help you build your portfolio starting with just $1.
Welcome to the Galaxy's favorite spot to put money down on planet.
And a 9th inning comeback. Line to deep center field. Dean on the run. Justin will get there. It wedges in the bottom of the wall, and it's a dead ball. It's a dead ball. The umpire's hands are up, and the runners will head to second and third. It'll be second and third, nobody out.
A little unfortunate for the Blue Jays that ball wedged right there.
That heads-up play by Justin Dean to throw his hands up, because as soon as he reaches in there to play it, they lose the right for that to be a dead ball.
And Dave Roberts is making the move. Sasaki is out.
Dave Roberts is going to the guy that everybody figured would feature into Game 7 as the starter. Tyler Glasnow trying to get it there.
Ernie Clement coming up. Barger is the tying run in this game, and Miles Straw is on third ahead of him. Ernie Clement is the World Series winning run against Tyler Glasnow, who comes in here to pitch in relief.
First pitch swinging, little flare right side of the infield, right at Freddie Freeman. One pitch, one out for Glasnow. One gone in the 9th inning. The runners hold.
It's always been a terrific first pitch hitter, and Glasnow makes a great pitch on him.
Now the number 9 hitter, a left-handed hitter, Andreas Jimenez.
George Springer is on deck. The Dodgers 2 outs from Game 7. The Blue Jays 1 swing from a World Championship. Jimenez floats one, left field. Hernandez makes the catch. Back to second. Game 7.
the Blue Jays will challenge to try and keep this alive.
Jimenez flips it into left field. Hernandez charging. He makes the catch. The throw back to second. Here's the play. The tag. He's out. Kike Hernandez to Miguel Rojas. And the ball game is over.
And that is how the game will come to an end.
By the narrowest of margins, the Blue Jays had second and third and nobody out. Tomorrow's supposed starting pitcher, Tyler Glasnow, comes on. And just like that, he's out of it. And baseball moves to November. Unreal. What a game. What a series. What a season of baseball.
The two best words in sports, folks. Game 7.